don't start prepping for retirement until they're already there. I see so many people in their 50s and 60s scrambling. They're nearing retirement, they don't have enough saved, and they don't know what to do. Some people think my pension will handle it, or my kids will take care of me, or just something will work out. But hope is not a plan. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to build something meaningful. So today, I'm going to show you the 6 investments that you should have in place, whether you're 25 years old or 65 years old. So your money continues working for you, even when you're not. Hi, my name is Casey Franchini with Brick by Brick Wealth, and I teach aspiring real estate investors how to be successful with their very first rental property. Now, before we get into it, if you like videos like this, videos stuffed with value and no fluff, please do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and leave a comment below. It lets YouTube know that this is a video that should be pushed out. And as a thank you, here's a picture of a baby bear cub. All right, let's get into it. I've worked with a lot of people planning for retirement, and one thing comes up over and over again. People wait until they feel ready or comfortable before they start investing. But the truth is, you don't start investing when you feel comfortable. You need to start investing now, whether you're comfortable or not. You have to know, retirement isn't an age. It's the moment your assets make more than you do. So the earlier you start building wealth, the more confident and more stable you'll feel later. So let's talk about the investment first. 1, dividend-paying stocks. Dividend-paying stocks are shares of companies that give you portions of their profits just for owning them. Some pay once a year, some pay twice a year, and some of them will pay you every quarter. The key here is that the income keeps coming in whether you work or not. This is one of the most simplest ways to build income on top of your day job, outside of retirement. And this type of wealth building and extra income does not depend on you having a job. And on top of that, the value of the stocks that you own also grow in value over time, which means you have more income and a larger investment. My advice, start with one and just hold on to it. Don't stare at it watching the grass grow. Let time do its thing. Consistency and patience matter most with dividend-paying income streams. Number 2, real estate, and this one's my personal fave. Real estate should be a part of every single person's investment portfolio. It's the fastest way to build wealth and the most secure. Now, we know that your personal home, your primary that you live in, is not about generating income. But did you know that your primary home or a person's primary home is usually the place where they have the most wealth? I have been working with new real estate investors for 5 years, and I can tell you most people's net worth is tied up in their homes. So yes, your primary home is an investment. So if you don't own a home, you need to get on that stat. The longer you own real estate, the more money it's worth. Winning the real estate game is a time game. I also want to touch on long-term rental properties as a source of income outside of retirement. Long-term rental properties becomes a very big income generator, not just a place to live and hold some net worth. A well-chosen rental property can provide you monthly income in the form of cash flow, appreciation over time, major tax benefits, and is an amazing hedge against inflation. But the key here is not any old rental property is going to work. You need the right neighborhood, the right tenants, and a property that's easy to manage long-term. This is exactly what I teach in the CAKE method. C is choose a quality neighborhood. A, add value. K, keep it. And E, earn. If you want to learn an easy and predictable way to become a millionaire within a decade of only buying one property a year, you definitely want to check out how the CAKE method works. I got a link, guess where, down below. This approach can give you low-stress rental properties and A+ tenants to take care of your investment property while you live your life. It's slow and steady, like I said, but it works. While we're also talking about real estate, I have to mention REITs, which are real estate investment trusts. Real estate investment trusts are like stocks, but instead of owning shares for companies, you own shares of houses. A REIT will let you invest in a rental property without physically managing the property on a day-to-day basis. It is 100% hands-off, and you receive a dividend check just like a stock. All right, number 3, mutual funds. Now, if you don't want to spend time researching individual companies and staring at the television all day long, watching boring earnings reports, or analyzing financial statements, I would not want to do that. Mutual funds are probably right for you. Mutual funds let you invest in a large group of companies at once, and they're managed by professionals who stare at the television and read the financial reports on a daily basis, so you don't have to. So basically, instead of you betting on one company's performance, you're betting on small portions of many companies' performances all pooled together in a portfolio. The goal here with mutual funds is steady and consistent contributions over time. So whether you're 25 or 65, getting started with those monthly contributions is a great way to set yourself up for income in retirement. You can start with $50 a month, $300 a month, $1,000 a month, whatever you can comfortably do on autopilot. Now remember here, you're not trying to beat the market or time the market or buy stocks when companies are down. Just pick a good one and start investing. You're simply here letting long-term compounding do its thing. Number 4, a money market fund. When you get closer to retirement, it is just as important to protect what you've built as it is to grow it. And that's where money market funds come in. These are low-risk investments that pay interest and are designed to keep your principal stable. Think of this as like your safety net. Now, this is unlike the stock market where the values are fluctuating every day because a money market fund focuses on preservation and liquidity. You can usually access your money fairly easily and you can earn interest along the way. Typically, it's more than a regular savings account and without the volatility of the stock market. This makes a money market account a really ideal for a long-term savings account. Number 5 is a structured business. A lot of people wait until they retire from their corporate job in order to start their own lifelong dream of owning their own business. But that's actually the hardest time to do it. The best time to build a business is while you still have income and stability, because that's when you can afford to lose. You can afford to take a loss. You can afford to learn and make mistakes, all without having the pressure of needing it to work immediately. The goal here isn't to create a business that can work without you, a multi-million-dollar company. The goal is just to build something that can run without you. That could be a small local service business, maybe consulting, selling digital products, or anything that aligns with the skills you've already learned. Even a modest business that brings in a few $100 a month can really make the difference in your retirement income. Now, owning your own business is not about chasing quick money. Matter of fact, it's one of the hardest things that you can do. But it's about building a steady and safe income stream, one that doesn't have an income ceiling. Your job now is to start something small, test what works, put systems in place, and slowly remove yourself from the day-to-day operations. That way, by the time you retire, your business supports you and not the other way around. Number 6, a high-yield savings account. And this one isn't about growth. It's about access and stability. A high-yield savings account is where your emergency funds lie. It's a short-term savings account, a place where you hold money that you're ready to move. And high-yield savings accounts earn significantly more than your bank savings account. You really should keep, in my opinion, the bare minimum in your savings account. If you check with your bank, I bet you're earning 0.01% interest on your savings account. Move on to an online high-yield savings account, and you will see 3, 4, 5, 6% interest rates, depending upon when you're watching this video. If you want to use the same high-yield savings account that I use, I put a link down there in the description box below for you. I have made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars this year alone just from my high yield savings account. It's easy, there's no minimum payment to get started, and it's all online. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just helped my good friend down the street open one up about a month ago while we were sitting at the fire pit in the front yard with a glass of wine. So it's super easy to do. If all your money is in a bank account online, please move it to a high yield savings account. Put that on your to-do list for today. All right, so let's bring all this home today. Retirement isn't about hitting a certain age. It's about reaching a point in your life where your assets make more money than you do. And that doesn't happen by accident. And that won't happen by working your entire life and only contributing to your 401k. It happens by building your financial foundation just one step at a time, all along the way during your working life. I'd love to hear, tell me down in the comments below, which of these 6 income streams is your favorite? I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, keep building your wealth, brick by brick.